because Obama is desperate to get a winnable war going as a campaign flag. Doesn't want to go into Iran. That is going to drag on forever, and the United States is tired of war. We've been at war on Israel's enemies for longer than we were in World War II. But Obama is thinking that he can go into Syria, do a slam dunk, and declare victory just ahead of the election. So he can be the war president and get his second term. I'm not sure how well advised that particular campaign strategy is, but that seems to be what they're operating on. And now the Pentagon has come out saying that they do have a plan to invade Syria and seize Syria's weapons of mass destruction. So this idea that this is a popular uprising, that's no longer operational. They're not going to talk about that anymore. This is all about the weapons of mass destruction again. Same USDA choice bovine excrement they were pouring all over us in the run-up to the war with Iraq. Now, Russia, after their meeting with Syria's government, has stated that Syria has assured Russia, guaranteed, Assad is not going to move or use the chemical weapons that he supposedly has, because he knows that will trigger an outright U.S. invasion that he is not prepared to deal with. So if there is an incident involving chemical weapons, it's going to be a false flag staged by the United States or Israel to blame Assad and now to embarrass Russia, who is the new long-term enemy. And I'm not the only one who's saying this. Stephen Lemon is out there saying that, yes, his sources are saying there is a false flag attack planned to kick the wars back up into overdrive, to revitalize American support to go into countries on the other side of the world that dare to have different banking systems and dare to be living over our oil. All wars are started with lies and deception. There has never been an exception to that. And I'm not talking about you being invaded and having to defend yourself, because that's not the start of the war. It's the other side that starts the war by saying, we have this parchment written 2,000 years ago by a bunch of sheep herders who were talking to the voices in their head and thought it was the gods. And they say we're supposed to own this land. Those are the people starting the wars. We are getting confirmation that the CIA is now smuggling Stinger missiles into Syria, so the mercenary army can now shoot down Assad's warplanes. Now, when the Egyptian people were breaking free of Mubarak, did we see the United States sending Stinger missiles and weapons into that very obviously popular uprising? No, we didn't. Quite the contrary, the U.S. was sending weapons to Mubarak to put the revolution down. They were finding tear gas canisters and tear gas bombs, and they were all stamped made in the United States. It's just another indicator. This is not a popular revolution. The United States and Israel do not want any popular revolutions.